That's a time. Oh, don't complain. Bye-bye. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
First person shooters is quite an interesting subject, isn't it, guys? What's going on, guys? Beaststorm out here, got you some more Battlefield 4 gameplay. I'm going to be using the CZ3A1, I believe. It's a Beast SMG, and it's I think one of the last few that you unlock before doing campaign missions and stuff like that. It's like one of the last multiplayer unlocks, I do believe. And, you know, it resembles a Scorpion Evo, as I've said before, for those of you who don't really play Battlefield and know, but yeah, it looks a lot like the Scorpion Evo from Black Ops 2. And it's a fun weapon to use. I think it has around like 900 rounds a minute, so it's pretty effective, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty beast. And I have my Stinger out because I think I was playing Obliteration or something, so I was taking out some air support from one of the previous matches. That's why I have my Stinger instead of my RPGs or whatever, just because the main reason I use Engineer class is whenever I'm playing vehicular game modes, I need to learn how to say stuff right. And, you know, I'll be using that and to take down the vehicles and repair my teammates' vehicles and all that good stuff. But then we hopped into some, I think it's TDM or something like that. And, you know, it was pretty fun. I haven't played some TDM in quite some time. Very close range maps and stuff like that, at least for Battlefield standards, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy that gameplay. But what I wanted to talk about today, you know, it still has a lot to do with, you know, a lot of things. And I figured you guys would be pretty interested to hear my opinions on it, and maybe I can get your opinions as well. And kind of see what you guys, you know, where you stand on this. So with Titanfall being out now, you know, I figured a lot of people, you know, either are fed up with it or they still are enjoying it, which is great. Either way, you know, you either like it or you don't. And that has a lot to what I want to talk about. So a lot of people are going to be saying that Titanfall is going to be the COD killer. I didn't think it was going to be the COD killer, for one, because it's not on all platforms. In order to hurt a series substantially, you have to be on all platforms. You guys know this. That's only simple logic, so you have to be pretty much on all the platforms or all the main ones that the system or the franchise that you're trying to take down. You know, you have to be on the similar platforms as them, but as far as I'm concerned, Titanfall at this moment is Microsoft exclusive. I'm not sure if they're going to make a sequel to it or not. It depends on how successful it is, DLC wise and game selling wise and all that good stuff. But the main reason I think a lot of people are just not into Titanfall is because it's just not their type of game. It's not necessarily what they expected. You know, for the people that don't, you know, like Titanfall, there are people that still do, obviously, quite a bit. As you guys definitely know by Twitter, Facebook, social media, period. You definitely know that a lot of people like Titanfall, and there's a lot of people that dislike the game. And I totally respect anybody's opinion, you know, whether you like it or dislike it. You know, I respect everyone's opinion. Me personally, I still can't really give a full review on the game. I want to play it for a while and see how it stands up in the next few months, if it's still playable or if people are fed up with it. We'll see. Time will tell, definitely, with that game. But, you know, the other thing is, too, a lot of people just don't like the game because it's just so different than what a lot of people really want. I think what a lot of people want, like the vast majority, was just something new, but something that didn't, you know, like suck, didn't have, like, a bunch of BS in it. I don't think Call of Duty would be that bad if they just took out a lot of the stupid things that they put in the games, like IEDs, you know, Dead Man's Hand, you know, just death streaks, period. And just a bunch of stuff like that. And by the way, I got my RPG out here so I could blow up walls and stuff. That's the main reason I use it, to navigate through the maps. And you take little shortcuts like that. But, you know, that's why I think a lot of people would actually like Call of Duty more if they just took out a lot of the BS. That's why a lot of people say the older Call of Duties are better. That's just because a lot of the BS was definitely cut down significantly in the older Call of Duties, opposed to the newer ones where they cater just more to, I guess, very cheap, like, tactic gameplay. You know how it goes. And this thing goes with Battlefield 4. I think it's, you know, Battlefield 4 got a little bit away. And check this out right here. This dude, yeah, yeah, what about that? Yeah, apparently he's been pinned down. I had to pin him down and shoot him in the face. But yeah, Battlefield 4 has kind of transitioned out of the tactics and more along the lines of just cheap tactics. You know, it used to be a tactical-like shooter, team-based game, etc., etc. I played Battlefield. I got into the Battlefield series, actually, with Bad Company 2. I know I was a little bit late to the series. I know Battlefield has been around a long time, just like Call of Duty has. And I got into the series kind of later, around 2009, or not even 2009, but about 2010, maybe a little bit 2011, early, give or take. And I got into the series around that time, and it was a lot of fun. But, you know, if you play Battlefield a lot, you'll definitely notice that, especially with Battlefield 4, it's obviously a buggy and glitchy game. There's no denying that, and I'm going to be 100% truthful about that. And I'm not being a fanboy about any series, so you guys can, you know, get my full opinion on that. I'm not biased. You know, Battlefield does have a lot of glitches. And, you know, so with every video game, but this game in particular obviously was unfinished, and I've said this many times before. You know, but also Battlefield 4 caters to a lot of cheap tactics, so being like the Stinger missile, in my opinion, is very unbalanced because it's just, it gets too much range, there's too many of them, you know, it reloads too fast. There's a bunch of things they can do to tweak it and, you know, nerf these Stingers or just the anti-air weapons, because air support is really useless if you get against a full squad of guys using engineer, and then maybe that one guy throwing support bags down and resupplying their ammo. It's really rough. You know, I understand the point of this game. The main purpose of this game is to be, you know, vehicles only, vehicular warfare, not vehicle warfare only, but that's the, you know, big thing about this game that they're trying to emphasize here is Battlefield, and it's trying to be like a bunch of vehicles and also your ground troops. But, you know, it's just how it goes. It's Battlefield, so, you know, of course that's going to hopefully change in the future. Hopefully they'll improve some things. We'll have to see. I think a lot of people really, they just want a modern day shooter. Nothing too futuristic. It can be set in the future a little bit, but nothing too ridiculous. Not like how Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghost did with, you know, the scopes that lock onto people. You know, it's basically the aimbot scopes, as I like to call them. You know, the target finder or the millimeter scanner or the tracker finder, whatever they call it in Ghost. I don't really know because I don't play that game anymore. I haven't really played it in a while. But it's stuff like that people just get really irritated with. And I think we honestly, like the majority of the community, at least the people that, you know, don't like these future shooters, we just want a modern day shooter. We just want another great modern day shooter that will hold our excitement levels and actually keep us excited and keep us entertained for the long run. You know, for the time being. You know, hopefully we'll eventually get a shooter like that. And don't get me wrong, I like Titanfall, Battlefield, and occasionally Call of Duty, just whenever it's acting right. You know, obviously it's very, you know, I guess lobby dependent, time dependent, you know, depends on who you're versing, of course. But that's with almost any multiplayer shooter. I feel like any FPS these days, it seems like it's always based upon what lobby you're in. If you're versing people that are playing like jerks, so to speak, there's plenty of other names you can call them. But, you know, it's dependent really heavily on who you're playing against. But, you know, I think, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people just really want that modern day shooter back. They just want that simple run and gun, point your gun and shoot shooter, where you can just pick it up and play, where it's not too, you know, cheap on the tactics, like where you can just pick it up and get like a bunch of kills if you're even a terrible player against a good player, or not. But that's just kind of my opinion. What do you guys think? Feel free to leave your opinions down in the comment section, of course, because I really appreciate that. And I'm really interested to see what you guys think. But you guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.